What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel yet again for episode number 2 of this video episode series. And last time we talked about the community as a whole and why it needs vendors and just sort of a basic design idea that I had for creating these vendors that would slip into an actual structure that is supporting it, and it can be interchangeable. Like this one is a Starbucks vendor that could pop into any spot that has the structure already in place and can be interchanged with a donut shop or whatever, you know. So moving on, so some problems that we need to solve. We need a better sense of community, which this will help with. Local businesses need better opportunity. We need to address the food deserts in the area, and most importantly, we need to comply with CDC guidelines, which is one of the biggest hurdles when designing something in a pandemic. So, some precedents I looked at. Up on the right, we have the Peter Zumthor Zinc Mine Museum, and if we actually look at the topography of the site itself, we can see that the way I want to maximize the views looking out over the water above the tree canopies is to sort of play off that topography itself, and this is a great way to do it, where if you see he has his structure which is supporting the actual the container itself, which in his case isn't a container, but in my case it would be, which almost looks like it could just slip right in and right out. And then I looked at Grimshaw pop-up COVID testing centers. They have a couple of design iterations, which actually is using a container, but it shows how you can sort of comply with the CDC guidelines and keep everybody safe while utilizing a container for a vendor. And one way I'm figuring out how to do that is to keep the workers enclosed inside the container, and then have the exterior, the circulation along the exterior, as actually where you would order, pick up your food, pick up your coffee, and yeah, so it's more of a seamless design. Now we're thinking about how we can do that in an elevated surface. So I have drawn up some sort of design to show you. But first, let's look at the site plan. We have the site itself right here. So on our left, we're gonna have a bus stop, and these are the pathways that go along the water. Right here is going to be a bathroom slash like bike rental area that will actually service the bus station. So as people get off the bus station, which is actually might have a food court in it as well, and then walk up the path into where the large bathroom would be. And right here, it's actually pretty sloped topography, so that's kind of where I'm planning on implementing a majority of these vendors, is to where it can service the people from the bus station. It's easily accessible to the community up here across the highway and the railway, which you can get to easily from right here. There's a path that goes along this way. And so we have 4 here, and then I'm planning on putting a couple over here. This would be a bathroom as well. This is parking, and this would be a large amphitheater area for outdoor seating. And at the end, you'll see all of this kind of stitched together. We'll have an interactive map where we can actually go and explore what it looks like to have all of these in one place. And so here's 2 more right along the water here for more of a scenic route, which also is along the path and will service this amphitheater more, as well as the bathroom, and then these soccer fields over here. So now we can jump into the design itself. The way I thought about it, here's a plan of how we can enter one way. We'll have this platform that actually goes around the container itself. We can have an entry, an order station, so this is where people would walk in, order their food, walk around, look out this way towards the water, and get the views in, and then walk around here and get their food here at the pickup. And then this would only be for workers here. This is the service area, and maybe here's a walk-in where people actually need to store things. And then we have an exit here. One thing that's going to be kind of hard is to only let people use this entry, and how are they going to know? I mean, we could use signage. That's a good way to do it. So there's the floor plan of this, and then these are 6x6 columns that will that are the actual structure of the building, which would support the containers, which could be slipped in and slipped out. Here we have a section, a circulation diagram, and a roof plan, which shows how I'm planning to implement solar to the actual design of the building itself. This is slanted towards the south to maximize the angles of the sun for maximum solar gain. And here's just a little diagram that shows how people could actually use it. We have some storage here. This would be a walk-in back here, a door for the workers themselves, and just some nice windows so everybody can see what's going on, and as well as the workers can see outside. You'd walk in, order, walk around, pick up your food, leave. And this line shows how it's playing off the topography itself. So as you walk in on the ground level here, my face might be in the way so you might not be able to see it, but as you walk in on the ground level, walk out, and then go around, and then this gives you some privacy along the pathway, which would probably be down here. So this is a simulation I ran on Mass Motion, which just shows it's a proximity map, which shows if people are walking in, how close are they going to get to each other, and I think this is in meters. Basically, it's in the 1 to 2 meter range, depending on how many people are walking around it, but as it is kind of designed to be a first person in, one person out, it shouldn't have a big buildup, but in the design phase, you come across hurdles, and this actually shows me that once one person orders here, then they're gonna have to walk around and wait to pick up their food. Another person can order quickly, and then it just kind of creates this traffic jam when you're developing a line outside of the container. So how can we combat that? Oh, and then this is just what it would kind of look like on the train itself. Just a really basic rendering in Unreal. So let's go ahead and take a look at how I'm planning on solving this issue. As we can see here, I've added a little seating area that will actually sit outside on the back end of the container itself. So people will order, they'll walk down the steps here, and then they can go in. I've changed the pickup location, so now you pick up your food actually right here, where there will be trays in which people can just sort of, reach down and put people's food there for them to pick up. So this is serving as a exit only now, just this pathway alone. So this is no longer a pickup window. These people will come in. There's going to be a couple tables here where they can walk in, grab their food from right here, sit and eat it, and then walk back out up the stairs and in one clear exit. Another thing we can also do is put a set of stairs here where people can exit as well, and that will lead them from the path on this side to the path on this side, all while sort of being sort of this link that will help the community out. That's pretty much where I am with this at the moment. So that is episode 2. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks everybody. Have a good day.